a master of physical comedy, a man who has made the entire world laugh without saying a single word, and somehow the most dangerous person to share a stage with. These are the moments no celebrity, no host, no co-star, and no live audience could hold it together around Rowan Atkinson. The man that can't resist being funny. This time, Atkinson is accepting a film award on behalf of someone else, and doing it with the energy of a man who has waited his entire life for this moment and cannot believe it isn't actually his. All know the iconic Mr. Bean face, but I bet you've wondered how it all started. In 2018, Atkinson appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert to promote Johnny English Strikes Again. At some point, Colbert asked how it all started. Years before, on Jay Leno's Tonight Show, Atkinson performs the iconic Mr. Bean sketch, changing into his swim trunks on a public beach without showing anything, entirely in a television interview chair. By the time he's finished, Leno has completely abandoned any pretense of running a talk show.
$25. Could you do? Okay, I want to show him that this.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, as you know, Englishmen love to take their trousers off. We have a... If you want to entertain someone, take your trousers off. That's our motto. You ask Hugh Grant. He knows about this. So what do you do? So this is how to act with discretion and decorum on the beach. Should you wish to change into a swimming suit while you've got your trousers on and you've nowhere to hide behind. So you put... I'll tell you what, I'll take my jacket off as well.
Seat.
Yeah, you're in the worst possible place, David. Good luck.
Bad seat.
Good luck back there. Right, okay, here we go. This is it. Okay, you put... We call these swimming trunks in England, but I'll call them...
Trunks.
But you know what they are, trunks. So you got your trunks on like this. And then, so what do you do first to take your trousers off? Good luck, studio. So you do this, take everything down like this, trying to maintain as much decorum as you can. Like this. Okay, like this. And then, okay, so you're so far, so good. But this, obviously, there appears to be a logical incongruity here where you can't... Well, start with either leg, but it can be the right leg. You start like this, gotta be discreet, pull it out like this, like... And then you can, there you are. There you go, okay? Okay, stop. And then all you do is feed the crowd. Feed your right leg. Take it gently, feed it through.
You'd think an interview on Top Gear would be just about cars, but the most recognizable face in British comedy comes with some strange side effects. As Atkinson explained on every year at the British Grand Prix, Sky Sports Formula One presenter Martin Brundle conducts his famous grid walk, stopping celebrities, drivers, and anyone he can find for a quick interview before the race. In 2024, he found Rowan Atkinson at Silverstone. What nobody in the immediate vicinity appeared to notice, but the internet caught immediately, was that for the entire conversation, Atkinson was doing a flawless impression of Brundle's voice and interviewing style, back at Brundle, live on television, while Brundle asked the question.
Rowan, how are you?
Extremely good to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I enjoyed the motorsport dinner the other night. I didn't get a chance to come over and say hello.
True, yeah, I saw you. You were very good.
I don't know about that, but what would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Yeah. Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had some magnificent cars, didn't he?
Cars, then, then he'd enjoy it.
Press junkets are carefully managed events. controlled environments, everything in its place. The journalist behind Atkinson did not get that version of the day. Atkinson sits perfectly still, completely unbothered, while everything around him descends into exactly the kind of chaos Mr. Bean would have caused on purpose.
This side or this side?
Right, how do you want to sit down?
No. I'll get behind you.
Well, I see, I just sit here and
Yeah,
and
you
do
don't
nothing.
have to do anything.
Okay.
Coming up on Sunrise this morning, we meet the lovely Mr. Rowan Atkinson. We talk about Mr. Bean's holiday, and all you have to say is, if you miss it, you miss out. Simple as that. You ready?
Right, okay.
I'm good at this.
Good, okay. How interesting.
Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. A man who needs no introduction, Mr. Rowan Atkinson, and we talk about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan,
Oh, sorry?
if you miss it, you miss out.
Do you mind doing that again?
Yeah, okay. Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. This morning we meet Mr. Rowan Atkinson and we talk all about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
What?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Oh, yes.
Don't miss Rowan Atkinson on Sunrise this morning.
Over the years, Atkinson used to receive letters from fans saying they'd love to have dinner with Mr. Bean. They imagined it would be hilarious. He has a very specific, very calm explanation for why that idea is much worse than it sounds.
I want to go out with Mr. Bean, which would be slightly
you would not.
strange.
No.
You wouldn't want to romance
No,
Mr. Bean.
I remember early on in the life of Mr. Bean getting lots of letters from people saying, oh, I'd love to have dinner with Mr. Bean. How hilarious that would be. He's a very, very selfish individual.
Comedy often comes down to great storytelling. Even though Atkinson isn't known as a storyteller, he perfectly demonstrates how powerful a well-told story can be. With Jay Leno, he recounts the experience of a friend who was invited to a housewarming party, building the story step by step, before delivering an ending that's completely unexpected and absolutely hilarious.
But anyway, it was this story of a friend of mine who went to a party, a housewarming party. This house had just been built, and he'd been invited to it, and he was late. He'd stayed late at work, and he was rushing to this party. He arrived at the party and suddenly realized this is the ultimate toilet joke. But don't retune, please. That he arrived at this party, and he suddenly he was desperate to go to the toilet, and in quite a big way, he needed to go to the toilet. So he went and he came and he burst in the front door of the house, and there was a door by the front door, and he opened that door, and sure enough, it was a toilet. And there was a toilet, and he closed the door, and he locked it, and he sat down, and he relieved himself in the way that, you know, that he needed to relieve himself. And he felt much better for it. And then he realized that the house had not actually been quite completed. And that the toilet was not actually connected. There was no water going in, and there was no drainage coming out. And he'd left this significant calling card, you know, of his own. And he sat there, and then he realized that it wasn't, in fact, it wasn't, it was a little office, it was a little study that they just dropped the toilet. It wasn't supposed to be a toilet at all. And because it wasn't supposed to be a toilet, there was no toilet paper. And he was sort of thinking, what the hell am I going to do? And he rummaged around it in his briefcase, and he found some writing paper lying at the bottom of his briefcase, which is about the right size, you know. It's right, so he used the, you know, the writing paper as you would wish to use toilet paper, and then he suddenly realized that it was his headed notepaper that he'd used. It had his name, Richard Steiner, written across the top, and he left the paper on top of what he left in the toilet. And it was this fantastic way that it was the least anonymous way you could have committed this heinous social crime.
We're all used to seeing Rowan Atkinson pull his signature funny faces, but many people have never thought about the mechanics behind his dancing. When Graham Norton asked him how he does it, Atkinson gave an answer that was surprisingly interesting. In 2018, Rowan Atkinson performed one of his classic stand-up sketches at a gala celebrating Prince Charles's 70th birthday. Playing Toby, the Devil's surprisingly cheerful representative, he delivered the routine in front of royals and dignitaries. It absolutely brought the house down.
Now, as the more perceptive of you have probably realized by now, this is hell. And I am the devil. Good evening. But you can call me Toby, if you like. We try to keep, but for now I'm going to have to divide you up into groups. Okay, now, murderers. Murderers. Over here, please. Thank you very much indeed. Looters and pillagers, over here, please. Thieves, if you could join us, and lawyers, you're in that way. Yes, there's plenty of room. If the hedge fund managers would just move along a tiny bit. There we go. Fornicators, if you could step forward. My God, there are a lot of you. The French, are you here? Parfait. And the Americans. Yes, look, I'm sorry about this. Apparently, a bit of mind if you'd just like to come down here. Yes, if you'd just like to keep clear of that big space there, we're reserving for a Mr. Trump.
Rowan Atkinson almost never laughs on set. His co-stars on Blackadder have said that getting a reaction out of him during a take was nearly impossible. That when things went wrong, he would close up and ask for another go while everyone else fell apart. This is him playing McAdder.
I'm going back home with Migsy.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, show me the glen where the kipper roams free and together. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It got too funny.
Sorry. I understand everything.
I know what it's like. I mean, you've got a difficult job. 45 miles commuting every day.
Okay.
Right, from... No, I'm not interested. I'd rather go to bed with the Loch Lomond monster. And besides, I have to be back in the office on Friday. I promised. Mr. Will you stop laughing?
Mrs. Baldrick, crisis! No marriage, no money, and more bills. For the first time in my life, I've decided to follow a suggestion of yours.